Robinhood announcing new tools and products at its Hood Summit today, including a desktop-based platform and features like index options trading in an effort to compete with more entrenched firms. Well, joining us now is Robinhood's Chief Brokerage Officer, Steve Quirk. Steve, welcome to Overtime. So you were EVP trading at TD Ameritrade for 13 years until 4 years ago, right around the time when Robinhood was really starting to gain steam. Tell me, how in particular is Robinhood Legend different from the kind of interface reimagining that you would have wanted to do at TD Ameritrade?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And we have 800 of our biggest customers here down in Miami with us, so thanks for bringing us in. We rolled out Robinhood Legend. So about 50% of all retail trading happens on a mobile device, and about 50% of it happens on a desktop. And we, up to this point, had only been competing on the mobile front, and now we have an alternative for people who like more real estate and more capabilities as either a complement to mobile or as a primary, and then using mobile as a complement to that. And part of that is all the capabilities to trade equities and options and all the charting functionality that is very important to our customers, and we've heard loud and clear that they need.
Steve, this seems like a play for profits in part, which is a good thing, because the most profitable trading is going to happen on that bigger screen with a more complicated interface. And I can't help but notice there's nothing free about what you're offering here. This is supposed to drive, it seems, speed and capability.
Oh, no, it's free. The application is free to anybody on Robinhood. So all it is,
I mean the
just
trades
think of it
themselves, the types of trades that you'd be doing within this interface, some of the future stuff that you're bringing online, et cetera.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, my misunderstanding. Yes, we're rolling out futures and index options, and both of those will come with a commission, a competitive commission, industry-leading commissions. But again, those are a complement to what we already offer for free on the option and equity side.
So before I actually get into what you are seeing in terms of ownership and activity on the platform, I just have one more question on this, and that is, how much does this speak to the evolving and growing sophistication of current users and retail investors and day traders versus you opening up the aperture to take on more professional traders?
Yeah, I think it speaks to it on two fronts. Number one, Robinhood started, and we have a very young, diverse client base. They started at a very young age, but we're growing up with them. And as we grow up with them, their needs need to grow. And so we've rolled out retirement accounts, yield, and joint accounts for people who are now, getting married or have a significant other. So they're getting to a point in their investing journey where they have more needs. So we're addressing that. But what we've also seen is we're taking a lot of customers from our competitors who are looking for an alternative. And so by addressing the desktop, we actually are catering to both the people that are growing with us, but the growing legions of people that are coming over to Robinhood and looking for an alternative to what they're already using.
All right, maybe we can finally retire that term "dumb money" then. So I do want to ask what you are seeing in terms of the activity on the platform. You have this Robinhood Investor Index. It's tracking the performance of the top 100 most owned investments on Robinhood. Break it down for me. Yes. What is the activity signaling about trading interests and about perhaps what we're seeing in the broader market?
Yeah, I think probably the most interesting thing that we've seen is a broadening out. So, this is kind of similar to what we're seeing in the market as a whole. The top 7 that we talk about continually would dominate a larger percentage of what's being traded and held here at Robinhood. But now we're starting to see that broaden out, which is very healthy. If you anticipate that there's another leg up here for the market, you want to see the base of this rally broaden a bit. That's what we're seeing within our customer base. But I would also point out there isn't like what I'll call frantic buying even though we continue to see, I don't know, we're close to 50 new highs this year, I think there's a little bit of trepidation in front of the election. So I think people are really kind of taking a look at their portfolio, assessing the risk, saying, am I comfortable with this? Because we do have an election, an upcoming election. We have interest rate decisions that are coming. So I think they're just positioning themselves to be ready for whatever comes down the pipe.